Richard Southern is off today, but Fil Martino joins us from the City News 680 Business Center. Let's start with a story we've been following for a while here on City News. A popular convenience store chain will soon be serving up booze. Hi, Phil.
Hi, yeah, that's right. You can get a Slurpee and a beer, or you can get both soon at a 7-Eleven location here in Ontario. 7-Eleven Canada says it will soon be serving of-age customers beer and wine with their meal in Leamington. Having secured a liquor sales license from the Alcohol and Gaming Commission of Ontario, the liquor sales license for the location in Leamington is first for 7-Eleven Canada in Ontario and the beginning of a wider provincial expansion. Products for dine-in will include a variety of chilled beer, wines, and coolers, including local Ontario-made products. Limited hours of operation for beverage alcohol will be from noon until 11 p.m. A 7-Eleven location in Alberta is actually the 7-Eleven Canada's first to sell alcohol.
Well, that's interesting. Will you take advantage of this, Phil?
I don't know. I don't know if I'll be able to decide between the Slurpee or a cooler.
It's a tough decision.
Tough choice.
Definitely. All right. Well, we saw the real estate bubble burst in 2022, but some provinces may recover more quickly than others in the new year, Phil.
That's right. So a new report has found that high interest rates will continue to hold back home buyers into the new year, except in Ontario and British Columbia. The report by RBC says those purchasing real estate in Ontario and BC in 2023 will hold a stronger hand as conditions in these provinces continue to favor buyers as opposed to sellers. In the report, the assistant chief economist for RBC said nationwide real estate conditions look reasonably stable, with sales to new listings in balanced territory and the number of homes changing hands is running below pre-pandemic levels in most regions of the country. He noted that this is especially the case across many markets in Ontario and BC, which are beginning to operate outside of the balanced territory.
A bit of rare good news in the housing market here in Ontario. That's great. All right, theatre owners are hoping for a blockbuster holiday season, Phil, and they're pinning many of their hopes on one film in particular.
Avatar.
Yeah.
The Way of Water is expected to be massive. The question is, how massive? So Disney's second film in a projected 5-part saga opens across North America this weekend with massive expectations. Can it draw enough audiences to make up for its budget? Reported to be more than $250 million. And wow. Will the sequel eventually rival the $2.9 billion total gross of the original film released back in 2009? Now, observers say whether or not James Cameron, the Ontario-born filmmaker, can pull off another theatrical success story depends on several factors. How the film's use of underwater performance capture and 3D technology will translate to profits under the current theatrical model, if it's going to become a must-see sensation, and if it can buck the media trend that's beginning to prioritize the streaming in a pandemic age. And before we wrap up, I just want to say that there's nothing festive about the financial markets today. Stocks tumbled on both sides, the TSX and the Dow. Triple-digit losses for both. We'll leave it at that.
Wow, yeah, I heard you talking about this a bit on the radio earlier. All right, thanks for joining us, Phil. That's City News business editor Fil Martino.
Thanks, Diane.